What's up, YouTube? This is Boss23, and today we're bringing you the Disaster Zone, aka the Monday group, filled up by Adrian, Zane, and Golden, with their Pokemon Roman the Era, Growlithe the Growlithe, or no, Sheila the Growlithe, as it has recently gained a nickname, and May the Banary, respectively, to their owners. Hope you all enjoy, and we'll see you in the video.
Hey.
Alright, then Adrian can go.
If you wanted to do it based off of smartest one to send.
I think I'm the smartest one of this group.
So, yeah. If Zane wants to go, Zane can go, but since your name is put up there and you are officially listed as a reporter, anyone can pull up your information.
Mm-hmm.
And the family obviously knows what Golden looks like.
Mm-hmm.
The only one that's the question mark factor is, who's this Adrian kid?
You know what? Yeah, probably. I'm thinking that right now. Like, Adrian, you probably should ask them what the responsibility of a Pokemon trainer is. And I'll wait here with Golden and answer any more questions he has for me.
Okay.
So, yeah, it probably is the smartest idea because they know who we might be. Or they definitely know who we are, I'm saying.
Alright.
Yeah, while he's gone, is there anything else you want to ask me, Golden?
I don't know.
Might as well.
You see me with like Banary in my lap and I'm holding her.
Banary with a light blush being held. Just happy and this very light, just adorable blush sitting in your lap. All happy and content.
Like I said, yeah. Yeah. Is there anything you want to know? Or anything else?
Would I know what town that my character woke up on? Did you decide to put where it would be? Like, I probably stumbled into town somewhere. Like, what was the first town I came across? DM.
So, what do you mean the first time you came across?
Like when I escaped from the school,
well, you would have known all the different towns and whatnot. I know the exact location of the thing. I just gotta get back to
Your notes.
Oh, I didn't have to get. I thought I was gonna have to go flying through my notes to try to find where everything in Reaver is. I didn't, thankfully.
Okay.
So it depends upon exactly what direction you went from the school when you ditched. So obviously you wouldn't have gone north. I'll tell you that now. You wouldn't have gone north. And if you would have gone east, you would have ended up in the sea.
Okay. Well, I did swim several hours or something like that.
Mm.
So that's where they got access to all their water and stuff from, is they have the sea right there nearby.
Yeah.
So it depends upon whether you went west, whether you went south, southwest, something along those lines to
Let's do
determine
southwest.
exactly. Alright, so the first town you would have come to is Iote, which is just to the east of the town of Tang.
Okay. Yeah, that's basically I I will write this down on a piece of paper, and I also mentioned that between I already the name of the town and where it was. That's where I met the Banner. She like nursed me back to health.
Iode. IODE.
All right. Iode.
Interesting. I'm writing this down, like, or have it memorized and then dispose of the evidence.
Okay. So.
Well, that going on, as yes, Adrian will go to the Professor.
Yes, Adrian, and he has no backup for the questions that he's going to be asking, and he has no interpreter to help him figure out what this guy is saying. If he cannot understand him, it's all on him.
All right.
Also, is there other people with him, or is he by himself?
The Professor.
Oh no, it's just the Professor now.
His sister went on the date.
Maybe. Who knows?
She's gay.
Don't make assumptions. I have learned from game. Don't make assumptions. It will hurt.
He didn't make an assumption. He just checked her ass out too long, and she noticed and hit him across the face.
Which most women would do.
Yeah.
Nah, you're just making an assumption she's gay.
Fair enough. But we
Anyways.
just said, yeah.
All right, moving on.
Anyways, hey, Professor.
So, question, do you even notice the Professor?
Oh,
Oh my god.
oh my! Are you?
Because of his height, you don't notice him. You walk in and you think the place is empty.
Hey, Professor, are you here?
Yeah, because he doesn't try to hide, it's just because of his height and his age and whatnot, that he just can't always be seen around all the big machines.
Because he's a manlet, but okay.
He's a 15-year-old kid.
So he's so short, he's a manlet.
So he hears you call out, and the first thing you see are his ears just like pop out from behind a machine before he walks out, and he's like, "What is it? What is it? What is it? Who's here? Who's here? Who's here?"
It's
The machine!
Ah! Yelling! It's Adrian!
Adrian. Oh, you. He sees your ad. Oh my god, an Aaron!
What? Yes! This is Roman.
Is he a part of the fan base?
So you see him try to lift it and absolutely fail at trying to lift it.
You're picking him up.
So an average trainer is a power 4, just enough to be able to lift an Aaron.
But
He is having considerable difficulty at lifting this Aaron.
Roman's laughing at him. He thinks it's funny. The little Aaron is laughing at him.
like I'm thinking to myself, like, it was a bad idea to send Adrian.
He smirks a bit and pats it on the head. Maybe next time. Maybe next time I'm gonna get older, bigger.
You hear the force question.
All right. Well, Professor, I have a few questions for me and my friends.
Some associates.
Yes. What is it? Question.
What exactly are all the requirements needed of a trainer?
He's like,
He just like takes this big breath like he's gonna go on a spiel and then just like freezes.
he's talking so fast that you hear nothing but silence.
Are you okay? Hello?
Oh, sorry. Yes, requirements of traders. Collect badges, train Pokemon, catch Pokemon. Since you registered with me, that means that you guys really need to focus on extra evolutions.
Extra evolutions?
Yes, extra. They're unique. They're not of the normal evolution guide. You must find them, you must do it, you must show that to me, and we all be good.
Okay. Any help on
I
finding?
really would love to see this guy on coffee.
Any advice on finding these extra evolutions we need to know about?
Yes, just one second. And he goes into a little behind the machine again, and he comes back just holding a pot of coffee.
Oh God.
My sister's not here!
I thought you weren't allowed to drink coffee!
Sister's not here! Coffee!
Oh God. She's gonna beat your ass if she takes.
This guy reminds me of the squirrel from Hoodwink.
You know what's sad about this? Or scary? If she comes back and sips the coffee and you're there, she might think that you gave him coffee.
Robin! Stop it!
He sits there and he takes a giant chug of the coffee that like dwindles it by a quarter. And you just see his eyes like widen, just like coffee. How I missed you.
I'm sitting there. I'm sitting there. I get a shiver down my spine. I'm like, why do I have a feeling I have to go find the professor's sister? I feel this slight disturbance of the force.
Nah, you're fine. She's gonna come in and beat your ass.
Here, take this. And he throws a stone at your face, like, at least he tries to. It's just like, eh. Like, if you've seen Claudia with a chance of meatballs too, when the freaking scientist guy tries to fish, it's just like, eh, and ends up throwing the rod off the boat, just like that sad of a third, just like, eh.
Alright.
I guess I'll pick it up.
How is he like bouncing off the walls? Quite literally.
Yeah, the stone made it. Yeah.
Flat lights. Beep.
See him running in a circle.
Keep on asking questions to see how he responds, or if he responds.
What is this stone you just gave me?
And ask him if there's more.
All you hear in between jitters is, you hear a U and an E because of how he repeats a lot of his words. All you get is the U and then E from the first word. The second word, you get Ron.
U-E. Ron?
I can... Last word could be Aaron, because Pokemon's an Aaron. U-E... Is there a U in Evolve? Is there a U in Evolve? Evolution.
Then a menacing presence shows up behind you.
So you're trying to figure out what he means, and the next thing you hear is a faceplant and a shatter.
Ooh.
Was that the professor?
Yes, I hope so.
Yes, he then slowly looks up and sees the shattered coffee pot and the coffee on the floor.
Is he gonna cry?
You can see little tears starting to stream down his fur, and it's like, the coffee? Why did the coffee have to be broke? Coffee!
Can't you make another?
No coffee pot!
Do you have an oven? You don't need a coffee pot to make coffee.
No coffee pot means no coffee. Ah, coffee pot.
All you need is a pot of water and you can make coffee.
But that's what makes it a coffee pot, is that it's a pot, and there's no coffee pot.
As this is going on,
Do you have a saucepan?
Does his sister come in?
As this is going on, I'm sitting here like, this is taking, like, he's gone for a way long time.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared.
Should we go check this out?
Are you okay?
We probably should.
I pick up
you hear footsteps come in the door.
At this point, I'm just like sort of slightly bent over, with the hands out, sort of like, "Are you okay?"
Coffee pot.
I guess maybe slowly.
No evolutions. No coffee pot.
No.
Why?
This is my pit touch. It's fine. It's only fine. Do you want me to help you? You need.
We're slowly making our way over there.
So, his sister walks up and sees him in this pit. She's like, "Oh goodness."
Is he going to be okay?
Just leave him alone. He'll grow out of his fit when the coffee pot gets fixed.
Okay.
We enter into the room.
You just see him laying on the floor throwing a temper tantrum over the coffee pot.
Adrian, what'd you
and the coffee.
Do you need me to help with anything?
Adrian, what'd you do? Why did you make him cry?
Adrian, why are you making him cry? What did you do?
I can help clean up if you want. It wouldn't be a problem. I'm just ignoring you two.
We're sitting behind you and yelling at you like, what did you do? Why did you make him cry, man?
She just sighs and says, "Everybody calm down.
I'm calm.
Leave him be. Leave him to throw his temper tantrum."
Do I see the stone that he's holding?
He shattered another coffee pot. Just leave him alone.
Nah, I think at this point I probably just pocketed it.
If anybody picks up that coffee pot or gives him more coffee, they're gonna find his head, and she points at her brother, up your ass.
Yes, ma'am.
I have Dean.
And knowing him, he probably won't shut up even after it's up there. So good luck.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't.
Yeah. Do I notice the stone in his hand?
So,
Probably still in my hand, yeah. That's a fair assumption.
Yeah.
So I am going to ask for a perception roll for this, considering the fact that, his hand would be wrapped around the stone, so not a lot of it is showing. So it could be just as easily missed.
Perception? That's 266.
Yes.
Woo!
Oh, I did the wrong command.
You put it backwards.
I know.
There's that lovely bar on the side where you do it a lot easier, right?
Yeah.
Should I roll anything for this?
So they're just trying to see your stone, so...
I mean...
No.
I think someone should look at someone's stones in private, but
stone.
okay. Someone should ask permission before seeing someone's stones.
I'm like, Adrian, what's that in your hand?
I don't know, the professor gave it to me. And then he tried to say something, and then the coffee pot broke.
Man.
So he kind of crawls over, seeing your Benary. He's like, "Pretty bunny."
Ma'am, do you know what was? I don't think we got her name actually.
I can see the Benary is like patting his head.
Thank you, pretty bunny. The coffee pot is gone. The coffee's gone. The coffee's gone. The coffee's gone. Why does the coffee have to be gone?
So at this point, I think Roman's just gonna crawl on his back.
I'm always carrying my tray, underneath my arm, always. Would he notice that I have this thing and put two together?
In his current emotional state, probably not.
So I'm asking his sister.
Because
So do you know?
I have coffee kind of things and stuff in my bag.
Can't believe,
some smell it.
man, I can't believe you guys just sent me off to do the first thing on my own, and then after 5 minutes, come back.
Apparently that was a horrible idea. Horrible idea. I'm asking his sister now. What does that stone that my friend apparently had that the professor gave him do?
No, real quickly, I do have to agree with Adrian. I love how you guys gave him like 5 minutes, and you're like, "I'm worried about him. I hope everything's going okay. Let's go find out."
Well, we didn't think it'd take that long. I thought he would get the answers and go.
After meeting this guy, what did you think? How long did you think it was gonna take? It took him like almost half a minute to give you guys one answer.
Fair enough. That's kind of why we kind of worried about it. It's like, it's taking too long. So yeah. So like, anyway, after all this aside, I'm asking his sister, what does the stone do? That's my... I guess...
Why are you doing that? I will walk over and I hope she doesn't get whip shit and thinks I'm giving him more coffee. I have a thermostat that has tea with like that calms down the mind.
Oh, a thermos.
Yeah, like I constantly have like tea ready if I need to pour it for someone to drink.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically like helps people focus.
But yeah.
Alright.
It's like it's a smell that everyone can sense, but I have a feeling the kid is so worked up he probably will think it's more coffee and down it. But it basically will take down his high.
So the sister doesn't notice what you're doing because she's dealing with the other two, and she tells you straight up, "I don't know what the hell that stone is or what it does."
Damn.
Oh well, it's mine now.
My brother is obsessed with what he calls alternate evolution. I don't know anything about it. It's something that he claims is in the gene pool of quite a few Pokemon, and there's a unique way to bring it out. I don't know. I don't understand it.
When I give him the calming stuff, does he like, for some odd reason, for the first time in his life, he's completely normal.
So he takes the tea, and he drinks it. And before his eyes went wide, you could see that the whites of his eyes have now been overtaken by the pupils.
It's not supposed to make him hyper.
What did you do to him?
Oh dear God.
It's herbal tea.
What it did is made him hyper aware.
So that's never a good sign.
So he gets up and he goes over to the coffee pot. And he's like, "I could rebuild the coffee." And he starts slowly piecing back the coffee pot together. Little shard of glass by little shard of glass.
Professor. What does the stone that you handed my friend do? Exactly.
Stone.
I'm telling Adrian to show him the stone.
Alter evolution.
What does that mean?
What were you trying to say to me? Before the toffee pot broke.
Some Pokemon have a unique gene within them that allows them to react with a unique stone. to alter evolution.
Is this sister like freaking out about this?
So, first I want to get through his dialogue, so that way,
Yeah, go ahead.
because of how he talks, I don't want to have to get back into this.
Fair enough, go ahead.
Um, the gene pool of certain Pokemon just have an untapped potential. So far, only Eevee has truly developed it. But it's been found in Pokemon with different evolutions, such as the Gloom line. My research has shown that many Pokemon share this trait. However, it doesn't always change exactly the way... And people can see his pupils just like slowly shrinking back down as he comes out of the state. It changes genetics to allow them to evolve differently, even if only in type.
Yeah.
Huh.
Is that all? Is that all he says?
Meanwhile, while he's telling you all this, his sister walks down to you and just grabs you by the scruff of your shirt and be like, "What the did you do to my brother?"
He did it to Golden, right?
I pull out the box of herbal tea and give it to her. This is it.
Like, although she sounds super pissed, you can see a small tinge of, like, joy at her brother acting almost normal and being understandable by all.
But
but at the same time, it's like, what the fuck did you do to him? This isn't him!
It's this herbal tea. You can buy it at the store. It helps me relax.
Heh.
how does he respond to that?
She just lets you go. It's like, and then walks off in a huff.
Wait, you want
Like-
the box?
And it's at this point that his eyes have returned to normal, and like the coffee pot has been fully rebuilt, but like, there's like nothing holding it together aside from the different shards of glass.
Oh.
You okay?
So kind of like when you put a puzzle fully together, but there's no glue to where you can like
Yeah.
move it around as one, but the second you try to lift it up or anything, it's gonna fall apart again.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if she like grabbed the box or I'm just there holding it, like hoping that she wants to like have it.
You're still holding the box.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, if you're not gonna, it's like slightly like a little expensive tea. You can see the price range on it is actually quite high.
Yeah.
Wow. Huh. That's impressive. You didn't die.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess that's all. I guess that's all we're gonna get from the professor.
Huh. Usually when I used to get hyperactive, Gran just punched me.
You should try this tea sometime.
So now that he's back to normal, he looks over. Oh, Growlithe!
What?
So enjoy your Pokemon.
And like, he just straight up tackles your Growlithe.
Oh no, she's a serious nature, so I don't know how she will respond to that.
Just like, rah!
That's fine. Just don't hurt her.
Fluffy puppy!
I
I'm like,
I write
ignore
down
it.
the name of the brand of tea, and just set it down on the table, and maybe this could help. And then like, so is there like any more of these stones that? Yeah,
I have a feeling that by this, Growlithe would have been taken completely off guard and just like, had like, what the fuck just happened?
So what does the stone look like?
is it like the evolution stone?
It's an evolution.
And upon asking your question, he like, you can see him shuffling around within the lab coat, trying to manage to get stuff from somewhere in his pockets underneath, but like the entire lab coat is just like too big for him to maneuver around.
Adorable.
So like, it takes him a minute, but he manages to get one out, and he's like, "This," and tosses it to you.
To who?
Just another like, to Zane, the owner of the Growlithe.
Okay. What does it look like? I pick it up.
You have a picture of it?
Let me. That's what I was gonna say. Let me see if I can find a quick picture of it.
That's fine.
Do I get
Honestly, I expected you guys to sit here and end up learning about his profession, but I didn't expect you guys to end up introducing him to these two specific Mons. Considering the two of you almost always have your Pokemon in the Pokeballs.
Eh.
So
Gotta
I
keep
didn't
up.
expect the stone to come up yet.
I was like, it's like I want to at least get a little bit bonded with my Pokemon. I don't know. Honestly, I gotta think how long I had it. Probably a couple months, maybe.
A part of me was hoping that it was like one of the Mega Evolution stones.
Is it an evolutionary stone?
For me, has it like been like a year for my Pokemon have been with me? Like a couple years.
I would say for mine, it'd probably be a couple months.
Ow. I had to snap my neck a couple times. Is that like moonshine in that bottle?
What bottle? Oh,
In
the picture.
in the money chat.
Oh. The Monday's chat. Moonshine.
Wait, what?
I haven't had moonshine in a while. I haven't had moonshine in a while.
That's not moonshine.
Why not?
Because you have to distill moonshine. I don't own a distillery.
It's
So
legal in some states.
this is what it looks like. This clear blue gem here.
Are you putting this on? Oh, you put it.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it's
That's the one. That's the one I have, or is that the one Aaron has, or are they both the same color?
That's the one that you have. The one that he has is similar, except for the fact that it's clear purple instead of blue.
Hmm. Well, I'm like, so Professor, how do these stones exactly work? Like, you said something about evolution, but it's not really giving us.
So he walks behind you and tries to push you towards it. However, although you can see him trying very hard to push you towards your Pokemon, nothing's happening. You don't even have to try not to move. It's just absolutely nothing's happening.
I
Do you need
pick
me
up my Venery and
Do you-
and just continue looking at the kid.
Do you need me to? All right. What now?
Yeah! I did it!
Yes, you did. So, what? Okay, so why'd you push me?
Yes, 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 yes. I want to see. I want to see what happens. I want to see everything!
You're not being clear. What do you want me to do? We just want to see.
he's only doing this because of his sheer weight might actually affect something.
What?
So he sits here and he grabs your hand and attempting to use his entire body to sit here and force you to touch your Growlithe with the stone.
What do I have to do to not, or is he not that strong for me to resist?
You just need to roll a strength check and beat a 4.
So,
in other words, an athletics check.
Wait, so he just
3-6.
handed
He's
him
trying. Yeah, he
another
handed me
stone?
this. Yeah, he's trying to mostly make me put my stone.
Did he give me a stone or?
No, he gave Adrian one.
Like
But
I feel left out slightly. Like
Uh,
you got a stone and I didn't. That's annoying.
It's like, so he's trying to push it, obviously. My arm.
Well, he doesn't comprehend shiny.
Oh, he doesn't know what shiny is.
Because of his work with genetics and on Pokemon, like, so, yeah, he's trying to get you to use the stone on your Growlithe, and it's obviously going nowhere.
From what I'm seeing is, you want me to use the stone, try to touch the stone to my Growlithe.
Yes, like how evolution stone work!
And this, what will happen? Will it hurt Growlithe?
He stops. Shouldn't be any worse than standard evolution.
Well,
but I don't know how it'll change. I want to know.
Hey,
I'm kind of.
can I try this stone on my Baneri?
Hold up.
But adorable little bunny already has it.
What?
Right?
What?
What?
Well, I guess. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
You mean? Wait, you're talking about if you touch the Growlithe, the stone, would it turn into a shiny?
Well, like I
I don't
said.
know. I want to see. I want to find out. Do it.
Okay. I'm doing it. So I'm slowly getting the stone towards Growlithe. And
Did Growlithe bite your arm?
don't think she would.
Like, no.
So it's Pokemon instinct. Okay, you're coming at me with a stone. You're gonna make me evolve. Okay.
So what's gonna happen?
She just kind of accepts it. She thinks that she's gonna evolve.
Yep. That's how she evolved. So yeah, with a stone.
Yep.
So what happens as soon as I try? Oh, she's gone.
Oh! Poof!
You killed my Pokemon. Oh, it's majestic.
What the fuck?
Oh my. Oh wow. What, Professor?
So your Growlithe goes through the normal things of evolution, does the whole get bigger, looking like it's gonna become an Arcanine, before it shrinks down and just kind of.
Professor.
And
What?
this is what happens.
What?
What?
Yay! Oh my goodness!
Is it?
You did it!
What did I do?
You just became a water type.
Growlithe is like, what the fuck?
I'm confused. Like, what?
Me and Baneri are like, what?
Growlithe? No, Sheila, are you alright? So I name it Growlithe.
So Growlithe has no idea what's going on. It just kind of changed, and it feels a little more translucent than it did before.
Oh, it might be a ghost type. You killed your Pokemon!
So I slowly touch her hair, the mane, I guess, whatever the top part is of her hair. What does it feel like?
What?
So you put your hand into it, and your hand goes through it a lot, and it has the feel of like cool spring water.
Oh, wow.
Hey, go touch your steel type. I want to see what happens.
No.
Do it.
No.
So, Professor, was this supposed to happen?
I didn't know what would happen. I just knew that it would change. It would change. It would change. I guess the genes for Growlithe with the stone make it become water.
Is it different? Is there different stones like this?
Hey, Doc.
Each mon only works with one. No.
Oh, I know, but I
I
mean,
don't
like,
know how they all affect him. I don't know how they affect him. I wish I did. I want to know.
is there different colored stones you can find? Is there find out in the world? Or with the region, whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh, so this must be
Most likely.
alternate evolutions.
Where would they find the stones, if per se, Professor? If we came across them, or where would the best location be? I guess, if we ever seen them.
I don't know. I just happened to come across these. I don't know where to find them specifically. I really wish I did. Otherwise, I could find out more.
Well, like,
You just got tricked.
Where did you? Who give these stones to you?
I found them.
Where?
You just see his gaze go off like he's remembering when he found them. Good times. When he pops out of it, it's like he thinks he's said a whole bunch, and then he's just like, good times.
Okay.
Adrian, don't you still have a stone he gave you?
Yes.
Where is it?
What color was? He said purple, right?
Yes.
He said purple
I wonder if it makes it ghost type
or poison.
or poison.
But like, Adrian, do you
On
want
what?
me to hang up to that stone?
On one hand, I'm intrigued. On the other hand, I know he isn't going to like it.
Yeah.
What is
So,
your Pokemon like after watching this? What's his reaction?
How is Growlithe or Sheila taking this? How does she take it?
So aside from being a little weird, from feeling very warm to feeling very cool, and the fact that she's able to push in on her mane and her paws just able to go like through it, it's like strange to her.
This is like borderline if someone just suddenly changed races. This
Yeah.
is weird.
So, when she levels up, like if she does, will she learn water moves now, I presume? Or
So go ahead and just take a look at her character sheet.
oh, did you change it?
Also, did you ever find out if this works on if people who have Pokemon editions like yourself?
I never
Oh,
even
look.
thought about people.
Oh fuck!
You're making this weird, man.
Well, obviously it's not changing you, Adrian, because you're still you. So.
Oh, I know, but I was just thinking, would it change if someone has Pokemon?
Oh.
Wait, what about this? What if a Pokemon that's already been affected by a stone comes in contact with another stone? Would they still? Would they be
He only
stuck?
works once.
Does it
He
only
said. He said that.
How do
Yes?
you know it works once?
Uh,
Did you test it before?
I mean, from the looks of it, it seems like he hasn't seen this very often.
or did the DM tell us? Did you tell us that it only works once?
So first off, he has stated that it only works once.
Okay, so I was right.
The Pokemon should be able to evolve normally through the normal means, but the evolution will fall in line to how their changes were affected.
So in this case, it evolved with a fire stone. Would that mean I need to get a water stone to evolve it?
He doesn't know. So he has seen this happen like once or twice. It's very rare. Because first off, a lot of people don't. When they select their starter and whatnot, they expect it to become something very specific.
Mm-hmm.
And so although the thought of something new that other people haven't seen before is enticing,
Yeah.
a lot of people won't go for it because then it'll change up their entire plans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they don't know how it'll affect their mons.
Yeah.
So a lot of trainers won't do it. So
Well, we didn't know. Well, I didn't know about
until
this.
until they get a second wild version, they generally won't do it. So he doesn't.
No, exactly.
He's seen it happen. Yeah, so he's seen it happen a couple times, so he does know how it'll affect it as far as a little bit. As far as when it touches it, this is why he knew that it would change the genes of it. It's also why he knows that that they're still capable of their standard evolution.
So
Hey,
what? So
Doc,
was the
can I-
professor?
Go ahead.
Do you know what type of evolution this stone is that I have? What?
I don't know. I've seen purple stones work for different Pokemon. I don't know how that affect them. It's all different.
Well, this is very strange because he was. I'm very surprised. He was just a fire. Now he's for water.
You
very-
see me like drinking out of the thermostat? I'm like, okay.
Hey,
I
you
don't-
want
Strange.
Hey, you want to try it on your Baneri?
say hello.
But Baneri already did it. Baneri already did it.
What do you mean Baneri already did it?
You know she's a
Professor.
shiny, right?
Shiny?
Oh, you don't know about that.
There's something about Pokemon that can make their colors change.
Oh,
It's a-
you haven't heard of shinies before?
Yeah, dude. There's now we know there's more than one versions, but shinies are like rare. Like
Because
when they're here's the shiny, different color.
It's mostly
So Pretty Bunny is different.
it's a regular Baneri.
Without stone?
Yeah.
Yes, but no, it's still a normal Baneri, but
It's
it's just
just-
different colors.
it just looks different.
It's like
So-
one of those 1 in a billion chances kind of thing. I'm also currently holding her, so
And like, I think all Pokemon.
I'm
can be
holding her, but I'm also drinking tea.
Can't believe that little bunny is different without stone.
Yeah.
shiny.
Of course,
Except for what's-
I would never change her. And I like her how she is. So,
Well,
of course,
wow.
if you did somehow transform a shiny with that stone, it will look kind of cool.
I don't know how it'll change. He sits here and he starts fighting with his sleeves and the jacket and his pockets again.
So wait, okay, DM, out of curiosity, were you expecting this to happen?
I stepped several steps back. Is like I will take the stone, but I will use it on another Pokemon if I do capture it. And if I do find
That's okay. That's what that's what other people do because they don't want to change their starters.
Yeah.
Generally,
she
Yeah.
it makes me sad because I can't be there in person.
Well, you were
But,
here for this
I
Pokemon.
will. How about this? I will record it and send it to you, and you can watch it as many times as if you physically want. And if I find a shiny, I will use it. I'll use the stone on that shiny.
Okay.
Wow, you're so cool now, Sheila. Oh god, I'm still dumbfounded by this. Like,
Oh,
God.
what are you saying? Are you saying your Pokemon wasn't cool before?
no, as in cool, as in like cool, chill,
Temperature.
wise. Yes, it was always hot, but now it's cool.
So what was the D20 for?
I don't even
No.
know what was it.
Not important. Not important now.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
Oh, he's tempting to give it to his Pokemon. That's
Air.
why you roll.
No, I was rolling to see if I, or
Yeah.
if the Pokemon would be receptive of it.
Huh. So
Would the
the normal
Pokemon
Growlithe.
want it?
No.
so he sits here and he hands a stone kind of like theirs, except for this one's green color
golden.
to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a case for that stone?
No, they'll just kind of sit in my pocket.
All right. I would probably pull out. This is where shit's probably going to hit the fan for all of us, because I pull out. I take off my my suitcase and open it up, and it's a full tea set. There's like sides. There's different coffees. There's different teas.
So,
You mean to tell
And
me?
there's this little small box. I take the stone, put it in there, and I have just a small sneaky feeling he's just looking into this thing and is like mouth watering.
coffee.
He's just staring at the coffee.
Like it has like a tea set. It has like a small little grill where it can cook the coffee.
Well, he doesn't. He sees teapot, and he doesn't think coffee pot.
Yeah.
So his whole thing is that he just sees the coffee.
Yeah, and these like the Royal Blend or something like that is the name of it. And I wonder if he will recognize it.
Probably, maybe not, because you think he just sees the coffee.
No, the Royal Blend is from.
Oh, the family, right?
Yeah, he wouldn't recognize it because if he had had it, he would have only had a cup of it, and he's generally not allowed.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't really recognize. He would, if he had a taste of it, he might recognize it, but definitely not by the name.
I close it, and I probably see the like the disappointed face.
His tail just goes up. He's like, "Oh, no coffee."
Yeah, I just posted my own image reply to that little thing in the Monday area.
Wow. I'm still, like I said, I'm still dumbfounded by this.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, I put and then I like it, I have to find the picture for it, but it's like the suitcase is like has like a strap attached to your back, and is like you can wear it like a book bag, and then I have another book bag over it that Veneria likes to stay in, so it's like has like slight slight fluff of pink fur in it.
Did you give me control of the growler? Because I do not have a reason to know.
No, because I just put it up there for people to see. However, I do I already changed the token, so I just need to put the token up there.
Okay, I got it. I got control now.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, what would you guys like to do? We get out here and leave the.
Well, we never discussed where we're gonna go. Well, let's go back to the Pokemon Center for now. Well, Professor, we'll see if we'll find more of the. Oh, what?
Should you like warn them for a creepy guy who likes to stalk but has a jacket on?
Kind of doubt it, because it's just a reporter. Oh, it's up to you if you want to.
I know. I will go over and says there's this creepy guy with a jacket. He says he's not really from any of the Porter thing. He's been stalking us. He might come swinging by here and cause problems. I have a feeling he probably will play dirty and ride.
He just kind of tilts his head and it's like.
I tell this to the sister.
Okay. She just kind of shrugs. Okay, if he tries to make trouble, then, well.
Yeah, I basically
he's not gonna have a good
about
time.
the jacket that he was wearing, and then I leave. I will go back to the hotel, hoping that you guys are right behind me.
Well, Pokemon Center.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Pokemon Center.
Well, Professor, we'll see if we can find more of those stones, and we'll record data on how it affects on different Pokemon for you.
Should we buy a video camera if we're gonna record it?
What?
Or
Well,
we can record it with our phones.
Our camera. I think my camera is like a. It could be. No. I
Does
don't know yet.
we use slow motion camera, frame by frame.
I do have a camera kit because that's what we. Yeah. We'll do all that. Like, you know what I mean? If we see any
Hey,
stones.
out of curiosity, when your dog walks, does it leave like puddles behind?
DM?
No.
Nope.
No, it does not.
Well, I'm just still have to get used to the fact that she's different color now. Just
Yeah.
Different type.
Yes.
It's just so
I was
weird.
wondering. The reason why I brought up the idea of using on other people who have animal Pokemon features, I was thinking, has he used it on himself or tried to do it to himself? Or to his...
So he hasn't tried it on people. However, I can tell you right now, as a metagame thing, it won't work, considering the fact that you cannot evolve. Period.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it wouldn't work.
But yeah. And so we never really discussed what we're gonna do afterwards. As we went to the lab, we need to know what the response was, which we did some. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask.
Which only Adrian actually knows all of them of.
Wait, what?
All right.
What'd
So
you say?
Adrian,
Yes?
remember why we sent you there?
Yes!
Why did we go there? What was our responsibility as Pokemon trainers? What is the responsibility?
To record these alternate evolutions and send them to him.
Is that it?
And other trainer stuff, Dota gyms, dip badges, that kind of thing. Besides that,
Is that
we just gotta record the evolutions and stuff.
is that really it, DM? Or was there more he's missing?
No, that was it.
Oh, okay then.
Just the standard trainer stuff of raise Pokemon, train them up.
Should we
get
head
badges.
back to
Depending upon what... So the reason why I specifically stated when Adrian asked that since you guys signed up with him, you have to record these alternate evolutions.
Mm-hmm.
Each professor researches something different.
Well, it's
And depending upon what researcher you sign up with, you have to help them in their specific research.
Huh.
Huh. Did we get the name of the professor, by the way?
Nope.
Oh yeah.
No one ever asked.
We probably should, before we leave, get his name.
It
Probably
was all just Professor.
it's probably in our it's probably in our Pokedex, so it'll probably be like registered by.
That's true. She's probably right. Can we check the registration? See who registered on in their Pokedex?
Hey,
Yes, you can.
I also will. I will go up and then scan with my Pokedex the new arc
Growlithe. So what
Alright.
would the name of the professor be while I'm looking that up?
So the name of the professor is Jesse.
Jesse. Professor Jesse.
Jessie.
Wait. Jesse, or what did you say?
Jesse
Is it
James.
just-
Jesse.
Oh, it is?
I wonder his sister's
Just
name
Jesse.
is James.
Well, if we're supposed to record these things, how are we supposed to get more stone?
Well, we had to find him. Like he said, he found apparently 3.
Yeah. I have a
Well,
feeling this green one is like grass. How much about?
Technically, he just said that he found them and that he kept them in his pocket.
Yeah.
He basically avoided every question about where he found them and how he found them.
Well, I'm not question.
I have a feeling the family gave them these. I bet you 10 to 1.
I can tell you now that is not how he got them.
All
Thing,
right.
I'm not questioning him right now because his sister is there and I am terrified of her.
Pussy.
But yeah, I respect my life.
And you were going to flirt with her too. That was funny.
I would have until I saw how brutal she could be. It's terrifying.
Well, you didn't let. Well, I didn't get the chance to, and who knows how that would have went.
Might have been terrifying for you. She might have beat you
So
up.
should we head back to that one place with that
The
gym
gym?
and?
Well, that's the only.
If
Well,
it's
we could
still there.
ask. Well, actually, we could ask the professor before we leave what gyms, if he knows, if there is in this region.
I bet you it will probably be in our Pokedexes.
Would it be?
It is
we're-
not.
No.
All right. Well, so I think we can go to that one, but before we leave, we should at least ask him. You know what I mean?
Is it in our map?
As a small side note, she wouldn't have interfered if you would have questioned him.
Oh, would he not?
Gee.
These are honest questions that the trainers need to know in order to be able to do things. She wouldn't have interfered.
Well, then maybe I will go back and ask. Like, cause I'm
He
thinking.
just honestly didn't want to answer.
Well, I probably will press him a little bit. Ask. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll.
We'll press him in the morning before we leave.
Well,
Yeah.
what time is it at this moment now? Is this like
Probably like 4 o'clock in the morning, like afternoon, or not? At night?
So, current time is only around 3. You guys were in there for maybe an hour between his temper tantrum and trying to learn everything.
Like at night or AM?
3 p.m.
PM.
PM? Oh.
Mm-hmm. So
Also be aware that the color of the stones has nothing to do with type.
No.
It just so happened that Growlithe became a water type.
Mm-hmm.
Are you rolling randomly whenever we fucking touch him with a stone?
No, I have fully set up what will become what. This is all part of the stuff that I did in order to be prepared for this. The most I don't have is pictures.
Yeah.
But I know exactly what becomes what.
So you knew that I might have done, or probably would have. Maybe.
Eventually. Whether it was on the Growlithe you have now or one that you catch wild later.
Fair enough. But yeah,
By the
I
way,
guess.
I would never change my Banary. She's too cute for it.
So yeah, it's 3. So do y'all want to try heading back to the hometown, to the gym? We'll head to the Lab and Densa gym, or
Sure.
way out.
Would you like to go on the road or
Yeah,
go
we can-
cut through the thing?
We can cut through it and see if we can find anything.
Out of curiosity, how many Pokeballs do we have? Or
5.
5?
Well, I bought
Unless you bought more.
more,
Alright.
so I have 5 basic, 5 great, and 2 net. You never know.
I bought mostly a variety of natural supplies, and camping stuff. I only had the 5 because I'm trying to be critical about my.
Only camping stuff I have is
Yeah.
a sleeping bag. So if we're outside,
Hey, do you have a quick ball in you?
no, could not buy that.
You
Yeah,
can't
they
buy
won't
that
have
in
it.
this region? Man,
Not in this region.
damn it!
Right.
I love quick balls.
Well, yeah, I would have
Correct.
bought it if I could have, because those have been useful. But for Maculas, but no. All right. Yeah, we should head to the lab, ask him a few more questions before we leave, and then.
Here's something to help you guys out for while you're in this region. Let me go ahead and pin your item list.
To the Discord, I presume, right? Yeah.
Yeah, in Discord, so you guys can easily just kind of pull it up and
Yeah.
find it.
Is this ever gonna change at all, the item list in this region, or no?
No.
No?
These items are what this region
Has.
always has.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was just wondering.
You can. The funny thing about it is, I have attached to my side is a hand crossbow. It looks like a pistol.
Mm. But yeah, let's head to the lab real quick. Ask him these couple questions I have, and then we'll head down to what was the name of that gym? The town again? Y'all came from?
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot already. I have a bad memory.
What is it?
So, unfortunately, you can either roll general education or you can roll a memory check.
Which is which? Like, what's the roll?
So, either you can roll general education or you can roll a d20 plus your level.
So, okay, so a d20 plus 2, or a general education. How high do we have to have a high roll? You don't want to tell us.
You don't know.
Fair enough.
You have to outroll him.
Fuck it, let's just do...
No, it's a static.
Oh, I'm just gonna do a memory check, so let's do 1d20 plus 2. Wow, that's horrible.
You can't quite recall. You remember that his name is Zephyr, though.
Wait.
You remember that Zephyr runs the gym.
Oh, okay.
So can I do it?
Do you want to help?
Would that be +2 for me?
Well, yeah, it's his level.
Yes.
Well, would he get a little bit of advantage because he actually knows that he's from the town?
I rolled 15.
Tang.
Golden.
Yeah.
Yep. So, the name of the gym. Crap! I never wrote down the actual name of it.
Oh, I didn't know about the gym. I just want to remember the name of the town the gym's in.
Yeah.
Oh, the name of the town.
Yeah.
Tang.
Tang.
I remember.
Yeah. I didn't remember. That's what I was asking. That's why.
Yeah, I thought you were asking the name of the gym. That's why I was like, well,
No.
there we go.
No.
No.
Nope. You do remember that it's run by Old Man Jeffa?
But yeah, we should ask
I
him
really
what
would like
gyms
to battle him.
we
But
have to battle during the day.
out of curiosity, we should probably pick up some more Pokemon if we want to go battle a gym.
We probably will.
And
That's what I'm
probably
saying.
train up the ones that you got.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Well, I'm saying after we talk to the professor, we head out. Don't take the route, but we can go
Is
cut
there
through.
is there like a? You should ask him if there's a battle zone on here, like a battlefield. that
No, we
can
need to
use.
roll to man. We still gotta do train.
I know, but I was just like wanting to know if
Well,
is there.
You know,
Oh.
you can ask him help. You can ask too. It would be helpful.
Yeah, I think I angered him too much.
Not him. Probably his sister, maybe. But yeah.
Yeah,
let's get go.
I want to stay
going.
outside this time, and you guys can.
I'll ask. I don't think. Why am I? I feel like I'm not the only. I'm the only one who didn't anger him. Them.
Sorry.
So, they notice you walk in, and she's like, what is it this time?
I just want to know a couple things. Well, first one is simple enough. What's the gym? How many gyms are in this region?
There's only one gym in this region, and that's run by Zephyr.
I already knew that. Alright, I was
Over in Tang.
I knew.
The most any region has is one gym. Some regions are just too small, so they don't have any gyms. There's 10 gyms in total. You only need 8 badges.
Alright, and then there's another one I have to ask your brother, because it does matter. I need to know where exactly he got the stone. So,
You don't want to know. Just know that anytime you need one, you can ask, and we'll send them over to you through the PC.
is it gonna be a random stone, I presume? Or is there
Yes, unless we know what stone is needed, it's just going to be a random one and hope that it works. Jesse, give him one of each. Something that you should have done from the beginning.
He did.
It's like, oh, right. No, he only gave you the one stone. She's saying to give one of each.
Oh, okay.
And so he hands over 3 of each stone minus 1 purple, as he already has one.
And we already have a green one as well, because he gave that.
Yes.
So what color would he hand me then?
So, altogether...
Oh, let me get my inventory real quick so I know. This will probably be
19 different stones.
Ooh, that's a lot. Quantities, 19.
3 of each. 3 of each, except for green and purple, where you only get 2. Their colors are that of the rainbow.
Oh, so
Taste the rainbow,
Minus indigo.
motherfucker.
redstone. Do I get 2 blue stones then, I presume, right? Because I...
Yes. No, he gives you a third one because then you're carrying 3. Basically, he did it so each of you would carry 1 of each color stone.
Okay, so, let me just get 1. So it would be red, blue, yellow, green, purple.
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and then black.
Orange, purple. Well, obviously I'm gonna get these to y'all as well. Red, blue.
Because you would do it afterwards.
Yeah, I'm just...
Anyway, because you guys are planning to leave.
Yeah, green, yellow. I'm just writing it down now so I don't forget.
Yeah, I have the green on my...
Red, blue, orange, purple, green, yellow. Oh, black.
Black's the 7th.
Yes. So that should be... There's only
That's why
7?
there's 19. Yes.
So red, blue, orange, purple, green, yellow, black. Am I missing a color?
The way you put them down is weird.
I don't know. But that's the colors, right? I presume? Or am I missing a color?
No, that's all of them.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
I'm sorry, when I sit here and tell people it's the colors of the rainbow and you're sitting here and you're like, red, blue, orange, purple, green, it's like, okay, what the fuck rainbow are you looking at?
Indigo, orange.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't look at a rainbow every time, or I don't see a rainbow. I taste a rainbow.
The gay agenda.
You just like spilled out one skittle of every color and be like, here's the order I'm putting them in.
Okay, I'm sorry I'm slow and, you know what I mean?
No, it's okay. I'm just picking on you.
Everyone picks on me. Okay,
well, I just got done picking a whole lot of golden, so I have to pick on somebody else for a little while.
And I would have 3 of each, and then the others would have 3, but except for 2 of them.
No, everybody has 1.
Oh, 1, right. I'm sorry.
Of each.
But except
He gave you a total of 19 stones, so each of you could carry 1 of each color.
Okay, so... And then on our way towards the route, towards the Tinzen, I would hand them out. Hopefully, maybe find a Pokemon on the way as well. Probably train ours as well.
Well, yeah. Did you ask him about if there was any place we can battle?
Oh, right. Let me ask him. Let me ask her.
As you go to ask him, she walks up and hands you a list and tells you, here.
Oh. Let me see it.
This is a list of the Pokemon that we currently know work with what color stone. We still don't know how it affects any of them, just that it will.
It works. Okay, I'll keep that in mind if we see these. Would you put a list? Could you pin down a list of the name so I could remember?
So, I will put that list up on Discord at some point.
That's fine. That's what I'm saying later on. Like, you don't have to do it right now. I'll just want. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
So, because in case we do come across it, I probably wouldn't remember if you told me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I plan to put it up on Discord and pin it to the Discord, because the only 3 who are really going to be worrying about it are you 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, and then I guess, I'll ask her, is there a place where, like what was it called? What did he say? A battle arena? Or what was it?
Yeah. just a battle zone, or a place
battle.
where people battle.
Alright, I'll ask her, is there a place where people can train their Pokemon, like a battle zone or train?
So you're asking for a Pokemon stadium that you can go and observe Pokemon battles and possibly participate.
Yeah, something like that, yes.
Well, I was hoping it was just like somewhere like where I guess just like out an open area where it has like an official area, like from the Pokemon series, like where Ash Ketchum battles out with like a random trainer.
Well, wouldn't that be at the Pokemon Centers? UCR?
I don't know, maybe.
You can do that in general. You just have to come across a trainer.
Yeah.
And you can just ask them to battle.
Alright. Yeah, let's just travel outside of town and because I think
you don't have to go to you honestly don't have to go to some official stadium or arena in order to battle trainers.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Think of it more like the games, to where every now and again they'll just kind of randomly appear
and come
Okay.
and talk to you and ask if you want to battle. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, you guys have to generally initiate them. It depends upon the personality of the individual. Unless it's someone of importance, like normal, it'll just be they'll just be generic sprites.
Is there anyone in this town that would willing, or I guess we have to ask, right?
You would have to ask.
Alright, then I guess that's all we need to know then.
Alright.
Well,
You leave.
Thank you, Miss, I didn't get your name.
Brim.
Grim?
Brim.
Brim. Alright. Oh, wait. Unless, is there anything Adrian need?
No.
Currently in the lab? Oh, because you're in the lab, that's why I'm asking.
Well, if you barge in on me while I'm doing something, I get to barge in on you. That seems fair.
Yeah, but we had legit reasons. You were trying to help a crying child. We were concerned.
You didn't know that. You didn't have reasons. So I don't.
I love you guys arguing in front of her, and she's like, "Just get the fuck out of here."
No.
All right. Before we start something, we're gonna go before something bad happens. Before I lose my sanity. If it already hasn't.
So, I'll be honest, you guys actually get a laugh out of these two from Adrian's remark. Because that was beautiful.
At least someone thought it was
I'm
funny.
sitting there looking at my watch, waiting for you guys.
Alright, well, we must get going then. Is there something to say?
Come on, I gotta use one of those pickup lines. Apparently.
Out of curiosity, are you gonna do it? You're gonna do it?
Is he gonna do it? I kind of want to stay and watch this.
I'm sitting there like my head, like poking inside of the room. Dear Lord.
So what? Are you actually gonna do a pickup line, Adrian? Adrian?
I want to, but I also don't want to.
Do it.
Let the
committed.
dice.
I'm sitting there like you committed.
All right.
Let the dice roll.
Say
See
the
what you say.
parameters for the roll.
Let's go with
Odds or even.
Oh my God. Is your Pokemon trying to stop you?
No. This is like if he's going to do the pickup line. I say odds you do the pickup line, evens you don't. Oh well, you don't.
You don't do the pickup line?
Not here because she might beat me.
Damn it!
Ooh.
Damn you guys, dice gods! Why you had to do this?
She might beat you, huh?
Oh my.
You're into that kink, huh?
So here, where we're about ready to leave town, let's go ahead and call it for this session, as we only have about 40 more minutes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Before our time is up. Well, before 4 hours elapses, only about 7 before 10. So let's go ahead and call it here. Next week we can get out onto the route. You guys can train.
Catch a Pokemon, maybe.
Yeah, you need to figure out the moves that your Pokemon has.
Oh, he already has it. Already got it.
Yeah, I know, but you need to find a way how to use it. in battle.
Well, it's a water. He has Bite, Roar, and now Water Gun.
Be aware you can bribe Adrian.
Thank you so much for watching. If you liked, then leave us a like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, as nobody wants to miss an episode of what happens to these guys as they continue on their way. Thank you again for watching. If you didn't find something that you didn't like, then please leave it in the comments so that way we can always improve. And if we get and as you subscribe, please leave us unique little things that you might like to see. Maybe the DM can work in some events. Until next time, we're out.